It's Monday morning, and we went down to the phone shop, and it's Monday and it's France and the phone shop's closed. I should have looked, I didn't. So I'll go back down tomorrow. It's no big deal really. I think I'm really looking forward to getting a phone that's stabilised, but at the moment I've got this, my tablet, and that's working fine. I just want to say thank you very much to all of those that have sent their best wishes and congratulations on my 1,000 subscribers. It's just mad really. It wasn't where I was headed when I started doing this. I think it was in September where we did a vlog that Phil edited, because it was quite long, of us using the strimmer, which is very not what I do now, but at the time it was like, and he edited it, and it just made me laugh because he'd put the way he'd edited it. That wasn't really where I was headed. I was just having fun, and so yeah, it's great, and it's really nice, and I really appreciate all those positive responses I get from people. I appreciate the negative ones because they help my reach. A lot of people complain about your channel came up when I was looking at a chateau vlog. YouTube recommended it, so they did. Not my fault, not completely my fault, and tough. And you don't have to look. You can block me. Don't feel that you have to look. So yeah, it was really quite exciting yesterday to get to that point. I was quite excited about getting my phone today, but actually I'm under the weather this morning. Well, yesterday I had a very painful throat all day, and I thought coming down with something, and the painful throat is not so bad. A lot better this morning, but I'm feeling a bit sniffly. Didn't feel that brilliant when we went out, and I thought, oh dear, this isn't good. I'm in the middle of doing a lateral flow test. It's been on for about 10 minutes and it's still not looking positive, so that's good. But I wanted to do this because there's a couple of things, and I've got paper today because there's things I don't want to forget. And I don't know what order to do them in. I'll do them in this order. I noticed in the car park when we were down, we went to Leclerc because we had some birthday cards to buy and send. And I noticed in the car park, which reminded me that, there's still cars that are really quite dirty with the Saharan sand, which was about a week ago now that came down. And there was a story that I saw day before yesterday, Saturday, that actually the Saharan dust returns radiation from French nuclear tests in the 60s. So in the Sahara, so 60 years and karma arrives. So it seems that we've had the radiation sent back that we left in the Sahara in the 60s. I think that's so funny. Apparently it's no danger to health, to human health. So I think there's a level of radiation in lots of things, so I don't think it's any worse than that. So I thought that was worth mentioning, and I've got on here, and as we were coming back, we were talking about Mark's status with my son, because he's my son's, well, he's not a stepfather. We've always struggled with that, because he's not a stepfather, because my son's got a father. So it's always been a bit of a struggle. And I was sort of saying how nice it is that in France, anybody in that layer of fathers is called beau-frère. So father-in-law, godfather, stepfather come under this group name of beau-frère, and I think that's so much simpler. It makes it less difficult to, the minefield of, well, you're not my stepfather, or I'm not your stepson, whatever. And of course the equivalent is belle-mère, so that is godmother, sister, mother-in-law, whatever. So we were talking about that on the way home just now. I was also wondering about, because obviously yesterday getting monetized, which is not going to be how I live my life. Living the life of Riley off my YouTube earnings, that's not where it's at, and it never will be at. It'd be shocking if it were. And I was thinking to myself, what will happen to those YouTubers who rely on that income stream? First of all, I think about how stressful that must be, that you've got to continue providing content for your channel to keep it up there, to keep the income stream. That must be incredibly stressful. And what happens when it turns, when it goes sour? Because my thoughts are it will do. My thoughts are there's going to come a time when people get really pissed off with that, people earning money like that, when there are other people that get up in the morning and have to go out to work. People in the morning that have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning for shift work, people that go and work in factories, people that, I mean, I don't think there are any coal mines left now, but you know, that sort of proper work. There's going to come a time, surely, when we start to see through the facade. And I've got on my list of things to talk about, I've got crumbling facades, but I'm still not getting my head around that. But there is a facade, isn't there, that's going to begin to crumble, and I still not sure where I'm going with that, but it sort of links in a little bit with what I'm saying, that my son earns a lot of money on YouTube. His YouTube channel is, you know, it earns him a lot of money per month, and at the moment he has, you know, he's working and he's worked all his life, and it's not, he doesn't rely on it. So if his YouTube channel starts to, you know, downward spiral, it shouldn't make too much difference to him. I think his is a different type of YouTube channel. It's not just based on lifestyle, so it probably wouldn't be impacted quite as hard as anybody thinking, well, you know, I've had enough of this, you're not really doing anything for a living and you're earning money out of us watching. So yeah, I wondered about that. What have I written? And then I thought, if you've got a big enough YouTube channel, that there's a repeat viewing going on, isn't it? So you've got new people coming to YouTube, new people seeing your stuff that haven't seen it before, so the views get repeated. So there's a little bit like record royalties or book royalties. There will be an income stream from previous videos that you've made. So your content, unless something changes drastically, your content's there for, I'm going to say forever, but nothing's forever, is it? Your content's there for a long time, and therefore you'll earn money every time somebody views your video. So that's interesting. So do you need to be stressed out by providing content on a daily basis? If you can think about, hold on a minute, I've got all that content I've made, I could just have a bit of a relax. And I know what happens is, if you're not putting content out every day, you gradually disappear down in the statistics, because you're not pushing the algorithm daily. But yeah, maybe you could relax, maybe you could take time out. It must be incredibly stressful. I don't think I'm ever going to reach that time, thankfully. And I had to do some form filling yesterday to apply to be monetized, and I have to wait for that to be accepted. I'm sure it's not going to be much. I had an email this morning from KDP Royalty, where my dad's book is published, and I get royalties. I think it's the book that I did that is of his letters to his family when he was a prisoner of war, and I get royalties for that monthly, and it works out at about $5. That's been going on for years. I go into Mark and I go, got my royalties check, $5, you know. So yeah, I'm not going to get rich on this, and that's okay. I'm just going to pause you and go and look at my test so I can come back and report. No, still negative, so that's good. I'll do it. I don't know, will I do it again? I probably will need to do it again, because Mark's got art tomorrow. I mean, I could have caught this at art last week, I could have caught it in the restaurant, whatever I've caught, and it might just be a cold, which would be great, you know. Well, it wouldn't, I don't like being ill, but It could just be that. It's horrible, isn't it? You're always thinking, oh God, is it COVID? Yeah, I think I've covered everything. I know I haven't covered the crumbling facades. I have a little bit. Yeah, I've done it a little bit. If any more comes to me, I'll cover it a bit more. I think that's it for today. I was going to make lasagna, but because I'm not feeling that well, we're going to have fish and chips and peas because it's easy. And I'll do lasagna tomorrow. We seem to be eating carbs every day, which is not good, but it's just the way it is at the moment. I haven't got myself back into gear with the Fast 800. Less carbs on the plate, though, that's definitely what's happening, and less food on the plate, which has been happening for a long time, so I'm really pleased about that. As you can see, it's beautiful, and it's mild, and it's a great week, Mark. It's a great week, Mark, if you're watching and you don't watch. Great week for lawn mowing, cleaning the patio, cleaning the roof of the greenhouse. He will do that this week, I know he will. And I've got some clearing up to do, a bit of tidying up, and we need to do some housework. Okay, have a good, you'll get this tonight, I think. You've got, oh, I did, when I was in Leclerc, we went to buy birthday cards. Whilst Mark was queuing to pay, I did a quiet vlog of the tobacco, the magazines and everything, because it all looks different because it's in French. I hope it's not too jerky on my jerky phone, so that won't have any commentary with it, because I didn't want to be talking to myself, because I don't like talking to myself in a shop. So yeah, that'll come at some point. Okay, have a nice day, have a nice evening, sleep well, whatever time of day it is in your part of the world. Have a good one.